What's a scary story from your childhood? When I was about 7 to 8, I was visiting at my grandparents' house with my 2 cousins. The house is very secluded on the outskirts of a rural town. My mom, grandmother, and aunt were busy downstairs in a back room spring cleaning. Us 3 girls were upstairs playing. Taking a lunch break, my aunt called out to us from the upstairs kitchen. We walked in the kitchen and she asked us if we had been in her purse to play with her wallet. We said no and she thought she was missing some money, around $20. Me and one cousin volunteered to look for the money in her car in case it fell out. We went to the car, looked around and found nothing. My cousin accidentally slammed the door and she told me, "Don't tell Mom, she hates when I slam the door." I agreed and we went back upstairs. Minutes passed and we all started making sandwiches. My mother looked out the window and said, "Girls, you left the car door open." We ran to the window and we kinda froze for a second. We assured them that we did not leave any car doors open and confessed to actually slamming the door that was open. At this point, things kind of starting feeling creepy. First the wallet, now the car door. After watching the car for a while, we didn't see anyone and my mom bravely said she would close the door so the interior lights wouldn't run the battery down, old car. When she went outside and closed the car door, the landline to the house rang. My grandmother answered and her face turned completely white. She started yelling for mother to get in the house and lock the door now. We all got upstairs and we hunkered down in the corner of room while my grandmother called 911. My mother reported feeling someone watching her when she was closing the car door. She also thought she saw a shadow inside our Astro van, tinted windows. Someone unknown to my grandmother on the phone said, "I know you're in there," and hung up. At this point, we're all scared and crying waiting 30 to 45 minutes for the cops to show up. Finally we see a police officer in the driveway and we all run outside. He starts taking a report of what happens with the money, car door, and phone call. As he's writing everything down, I yell to my mom there's smoke coming from the top of the house, backside. My grandmother freaks thinking she left a pot of beans on the stove and maybe the kitchen caught fire. The police officer looks up and sees the smoke, calls in the fire department and runs inside the house instructing everyone to stay outside. Moments later he comes back outside and is completely bewildered. Nothing is on fire and the smoke outside is gone. Fire department and backup police arrive. They search the house and nearby land. Nothing. To this day, we have no clue what happened, who the person was, where the money went, how they knew my grandmother's phone number, and what caused the smoke. The only speculation we made was the phone call was probably made from inside our van as we had a mobile bag phone, before cell phones were popular. I was terrified as a kid and still shudder when thinking back on this.